Right, did we agree on this race?
No.
Okay. All right, well that's good.
Have you had a winner yet?
No, all right. All right. Unbelievable. No, I haven't.
I managed to pick the left field selection Forever Young.
Yeah, and
where did you find that one from?
They've not been eating like Touz, Factor, Cheval, not expected, but that's no bad thing for the night.
We've had a lovely spread of proper international winners. They've won from here, they've won from Japan, Hong Kong, and of course France as well. What are we going to get here?
Well, we've got a serious race, haven't we?
Yeah. This is the race of the night, isn't it?
Speaking to Rachel there, she talked about Auguste Rodin as interesting as a horse who, in his nature, he keeps himself fairly fit.
Right.
So we've levelled at the horse and the race that, this is the start for him of what could be a very important long 4-year-old campaign.
And an extremely valuable one as well.
Correct. So you don't want to leave it behind here. You wonder what his sort of first target back in the UK will be, or Ireland, and that will come off the back of whatever happens here. But I thought Liberty Island was the sort of safer play, the most likely option. You?
Yep. I'm an Emily Upjohn fan.
Oh, you are.
And I did get the privilege of going up to the pre-parade ring and watching superstar after superstar. They just kept coming around one by one, and she's a very impressive mare to look at.
Was she quite relaxed?
Yes. The only one that I thought got a little bit on edge was the 6, Sim Camila. So nothing necessarily worrying me about any of the principles, I didn't think.
Because she was brilliant at Epsom when she won the Coronation Cup that day in a very good time.
Getting her fresh is key.
And then the hood came off and she wasn't so good, and she didn't, just twice in a King George at Ascot, she hasn't really handled the prelims. So fascinating to see how she goes here. You can make a case for loads of them. Stars on Earth now, the mount of Frankie Dettori.
Really unfortunate for Christophe Lemaire, considering not just this mount, but of course the looming presence that is Derma Sotogake in the last race. So our thoughts very much with him.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. So there is Point Lonsdale in 1 under Wayne Lorden. He might just be a horse to point and shoot here. Maybe no bad thing for Auguste Rodin. Can Spirit Dancer do it?
I mean, I'd love to see it, because he has been the most extraordinary story. It's not a rags to riches by any means, but the fact he's here rather than in the turf is a statement, because, listen, they're tough races, whichever one you go for, but they really feel that stretching him out to 2,400 metres is key. And one thing he has done is travel with a bit of brilliance and durability as well, because you've seen him in November in Bahrain, going and do what he did last time out in Saudi Arabia. He's pretty extraordinary. Yeah, and Rebels Romance has proved that he can travel and win at the top level successfully as well. He might have had just confidence boosters recently as well. Yeah, it's just, this is a seriously deep race, and calling his first Longines Dubai Shima Classic. Pat Comerford, all yours.
And what a pleasure it will be. Thank you very much, Tom. Looking forward to our penultimate event here. And class from top to bottom. Last two to load forward, Spirit Dancer and Shahryar. They will complete the field here at the 2,400 metres for the Longines Shima Classic. They are set to go. Starter like some racing in the Shima Classic. Star on Earth was very fast away. Anticipated the start with Rebels Romance, who works across with Liberty Island. Shahryar up in the first group there as well with Point Lonsdale. Then came Justin Palace from Sim Camila. About 2 lengths back sees Junko, followed there next by Emily Upjohn, who's up on the running rail. Auguste Rodin is third to last from Spirit Dancer and Sisfahan. So out the front they go, past the 2,000 metres, and Rebels Romance in the royal blue leads the way. Off the track with Point Lonsdale, up to his inside here in the first couple. Then came Shahryar, who's 2.5 lengths off the speed. It was a length there to Justin Palace. Head on chest in fourth is shut off nicely from Stars on Earth, the same. Then came Emily Upjohn. They're not breaking any records here in the Shima Classic. Liberty Island was next, followed there by Simca Mill. Then came Junko. Auguste Rodin travelling well at the back on the steel from Spirit Dancer, and the last one is Sisfahan. So they are strung out here as Point Lonsdale and Wayne Lorden now injects a little bit more tempo. Past the 1400 metres, the margin now 3 lengths. Rebels Romance races in isolation in second. Third, a similar margin back there to Shahriar. Followed there next in turn by Justin Palace, who's fourth and about half a dozen lengths off the leader. Stars on Earth was next. Emily Upjohn, the rail, continues to travel well from Liberty Island, Simcamila. Then came Junko from August Rodan, Spirit Dancer, Sisfahan still last and sees them all. Inside the 1,000 metres they go, and the tempo has been moderate despite the fact that Point Lonsdale has been left to his own devices. Clicks it up now by 3 lengths. Rebels Romance at a similar margin there, still hasn't made any impressions yet on Point Lonsdale. Then came Shahriar, followed there by Justin Palace, who tags up the rest of the field here, the second division, with Stars on Earth, Emily Upjohn. Then came Liberty Island with 10 to make up. Followed there by Simcamila, then came Spirit Dancer as they start to make their way to the top of the straight. August Rodan, a dozen lengths off the leader, and the last one, Sisfahan. Point Lonsdale heads into the straight here, a narrow leader from Rebels Romance, who goes up to eyeball him now. Then came Sisfahan. Liberty Island not picking up at the moment. Justin Palace. Then came next in running there was Emily Upjohn. Liberty Island starting to make ground, but Rebels Romance is off and gone here in the Shima Classic. Rebels Romance coming past the 100 metres, and his owner, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. It is going to be Rebels Romance for Godolphin in the Shima Classic. 2.5 on the line. Beats home Shahriar. Liberty Island third, just over Justin Palace. Then came Emily Upjohn. Followed there next in turn by Point Lonsdale, who dropped away late with Junko. Then came next over was Sisfahan from Simcamila. Stars on Earth. The last two home, Spirit Dancer and August Rodan. Disappointing.
A Godolphin winner on Dubai World Cup night 2024. And what a ride as well from William Buick. He had the horse in the perfect position to challenge. Charlie Appleby had said, we're not afraid to use him. We won't be far away. He stays, and he has got that spot on. The truth is, those further back couldn't close. They didn't go quick enough. William Buick was alert to that out of 11, and he always had his horse in the perfect position to challenge. And the horse that took out the Amir Trophy comfortably last time has gone on to win the Longines Dubai Shima Classic presented by Longines in some style in the end. Shahriar back in second, Liberty Island back in third, a 2-3 for Sunday Racing Company Limited. That's not what they would have wanted, because they wanted to take out the big one with a horse that's won it before and a star Japanese mare. But Liberty Island, the filly, has just got a bit too far back, I think. She switched ride in the straight. August Rodan, he was quite a way back, and I think Ryan Moore knew his number was up as well on the rail. I think you'd put a line through that. He's better than that, and maybe he will take a step forward for that run. He's not had a hard race there. Edging out to the right in the end, Stars on Earth under Frankie Dettori. She's gone way right. She may have had a chance of affecting the place if she'd have kept straight. But ultimately, Rebels Romance just proved the most straightforward horse in a race where not many got into it. And what a star this horse is, having won a Breeders' Cup, having won on his travels elsewhere in the States, and then that nasty incident where he unseated at Saratoga and Richie Mullen was on board, and he's had to fight his way back from then. Belmont he went after that and struggled. But then a little break, he came back at Kempton to win, went to Doha. He's come here fit and ready, and on the night has proved much the best to give Charlie Appleby and Team Godolphin William Buick another Longines Dubai Shima Classic.
I can get the perspective that this mattered quite a lot to William Buick. It's as animated as you tend to see him. It really is. What a superb ride it was as well.